Chosen one, pause for a moment and listen carefully, because something ancient is moving around you right now. Not loudly, not dramatically, but quietly, like a shift in the wind that only a few souls are capable of noticing. And if you are hearing this message, if something inside your chest slowed down for a second when these words began, it is not an accident. It means your inner signal is active. It means your spirit recognized something that the majority of people walk past every day without even realizing it exists. Because the season that surrounded you for years, the season of limitation, the season where doors closed, where resources felt distant, where life seemed to tighten around your circumstances, that season is reaching its final moments. And the first sign of its ending is not money, it is awareness. Stay with me until the very end of this message. And when you do, write your warmest wishes in the comments and write 99, because your words carry energy, and what you release now will return to you. And if you feel this message is for you, stay connected to this space so you don't miss what comes next. You see, the world taught you to think of poverty only as numbers, only as what sits in a bank account or what does not. But those who have been truly chosen know something deeper. Poverty is first a frequency. It is a season of compression that prepares the inner architecture of a person's spirit. It tightens the mind, tests the spine, strengthens the heart, and most people never escape it because they never understand its true purpose. They believe the season is permanent. They allow the pressure to break their posture, to slow their breath, to weaken the fire inside their blood. But you did not break, and that alone is one of the first signs that your season is changing. The scriptures hinted at this long ago, though very few people ever read them with the depth they require. In Ecclesiastes 3:1, it says, "To everything there is a season, and a time for every purpose under heaven." Most people read this as poetry, but those who are awake read it as a code, because seasons are not random, they are assignments. They are spiritual environments designed to shape the nervous system of a chosen individual before greater responsibility arrives. Your nervous system had to be trained. Your brain had to learn endurance. Your spine had to carry weight. Your breath had to slow in moments when fear tried to accelerate it. This is why the poverty season felt so long. It was not only about resources, it was about preparation. Look closely at your life and you will notice something strange. During the years when you had the least, your perception sharpened. Your mind became more observant. Your instincts became more accurate. Your ability to read people, to sense energy in rooms, to notice subtle changes in opportunity, all of this quietly increased. That was not coincidence. That was calibration. Because the chosen are never given expansion until their internal instruments are aligned. And if you are listening right now, something inside your body already knows that alignment has begun. There is a small signal that appears when the poverty season is about to close. It does not arrive as money first. It arrives as clarity. A strange calm begins to appear in your chest. Your breathing becomes deeper. The chaos that used to live in your thoughts starts fading away. It is almost as if the brain itself begins operating on a new frequency. This is why the masses misunderstand transformation. They believe wealth begins in the wallet, but those who carry the chosen frequency understand that wealth begins in the nervous system. It begins in the spine. It begins in the breath. There is a simple, sacred technique that those who walked this path before you practiced quietly, hidden from the noise of the world. It is something you can do tonight. Sit upright. Keep your spine straight like a pillar of light. Close your eyes slowly. Then breathe in through your nose for 4 seconds, allowing the air to travel deeply into the lower lungs. When you inhale, imagine light entering through the crown of your head and flowing down your spine. Then hold the breath for 2 seconds and release it slowly through your mouth. As you exhale, imagine every trace of the old season, the weight of lack, the memories of struggle, the emotional imprint of scarcity, leaving your body like dust carried away by wind. Do this 7 times. Because the spine is not only bone, it is the central antenna of human consciousness, and when your breath moves slowly through it, your nervous system begins to broadcast a different signal to reality itself. This is why Proverbs 10:22 says, "The blessing of the Lord brings wealth without painful toil for it." The deeper meaning is rarely explained. The blessing is not simply money. The blessing is alignment. And when alignment happens, what once required endless effort suddenly begins moving toward you with far less resistance. But here is something only the chosen are told. Right before a poverty season ends, there is usually a strange silence. A pause, a moment where life feels almost unusually calm, as if the universe itself is inhaling. And if you look closely at your recent days, you may realize that this silence has already begun. People around you might still be distracted. They might still believe nothing has changed. But you can feel it in your chest. A subtle signal, a shift in the inner atmosphere of your life. And this is why you must begin paying attention now. Because the closing of one season always creates the doorway for another, but the doorway only becomes visible to those who have learned how to notice the signs. Chosen one. The moment you begin to notice the silence I mentioned, something else starts happening inside your body that most people will never recognize. It is subtle, almost invisible to the outside world, but powerful within you. Your mind becomes less desperate. Your breathing becomes deeper. Your thoughts stop chasing survival and begin drifting toward possibility. And this change is not psychological alone, it is biological. Because when a long season of restriction ends, the nervous system releases tension that has been stored for years. Your brain chemistry shifts, your heart rhythm slows into a steadier pattern. Even the blood moving through your veins begins to carry a different signal. Most people never experience this transition consciously. They simply react to circumstances. But you were never meant to live reactively. If you are here hearing this transmission, it means something inside you has already started sensing the shift before it becomes visible in the physical world. And this is one of the clearest signs that the poverty season is losing its grip on your life. Because the closing of scarcity is not announced with noise. It reveals itself first through awareness. Look carefully at the patterns around you. Certain conversations are starting to lose their importance. Certain worries that used to dominate your thoughts suddenly feel small. Situations that once drained your energy no longer pull your attention the same way. This is not random. It is the Spirit reorganizing your focus. In Isaiah 43:19, there is a line many people read, but very few truly understand. It says, "Behold, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it?" Notice the final words. Do you not perceive it? The scripture does not ask if the change exists. It asks whether you are capable of perceiving it. This is the real separation between the masses and the chosen. Most people are waiting for external proof before they believe a new season has arrived. But those who were selected to walk a higher path feel the season change internally first. The perception awakens before the manifestation appears. Your body becomes the first witness. This is why your heart sometimes reacts to moments before your mind understands them. The heart has its own frequency, and when that frequency begins aligning with expansion rather than contraction, something remarkable starts happening inside your chest. Your heartbeat becomes steadier, your breathing becomes deeper, your posture becomes more upright without you even thinking about it. It is as if the spine itself remembers something ancient, a memory of standing in authority rather than survival. You see, the spine carries more than structure. It carries electrical signals. Every thought that passes through your brain travels down the spinal cord and into the nervous system of your body. And when the poverty season is active, those signals are often dominated by stress and tension. The body remains in a constant state of alertness. But when the season begins closing, the signal changes. And this is why some chosen individuals begin experiencing strange moments during this transition. Moments where time feels slightly slower. Moments where ideas arrive suddenly and clearly. Moments where you sense opportunities forming before they become visible. These are not coincidences. These are early echoes of alignment. However, there is something important you must understand right now, because this knowledge was hidden from the majority for a reason. When scarcity leaves a person's life, the mind must release its attachment to scarcity as well. Otherwise, the old season will continue living inside the nervous system even after the external environment changes. This is why those who were prepared properly perform a quiet ritual during the transition. A simple one, but powerful. Tonight, before you sleep, place one hand gently over the center of your chest where your heart beats. Close your eyes and slow your breathing. With every inhale, imagine drawing light into your lungs. With every exhale, imagine that light spreading through your blood and traveling down your spine. Then speak quietly, not out loud if you do not wish, but clearly within your mind. Say these words slowly. My season of limitation has ended. My mind is clear. My heart is steady. I receive what was prepared for me. Repeat this 7 times. The number is not random. 7 has always symbolized completion in the scriptures. 7 days of creation, 7 cycles of preparation, 7 breaths of renewal. And when you repeat this process with intention, something subtle begins to happen. The body accepts the signal that the old pattern is finished. Your subconscious mind begins releasing the identity of struggle that it carried for so long. Because here is something the world rarely explains. Many people remain in poverty not because opportunity never arrives, but because their identity never updates when the season changes. Their nervous system is still expecting lack, but the chosen are different. They learn to recognize the signals. They prepare internally before the external shift appears, and that is why the transformation that is beginning around you will not look the same as it does for others. For them, change arrives as shock. For you, it arrives as confirmation. There will soon be moments where you look back at the years behind you and realize something profound. Those years were not punishment. They were construction. Your endurance was being built. Your perception was being sharpened. Your discipline was being carved into your character like inscriptions into stone. And now that construction is almost complete. But there is something else you must prepare for. Something that many people are never warned about when their season begins changing. Because when the atmosphere of scarcity lifts, the world around you starts responding to your new frequency in ways that may feel unusual at first. Doors open unexpectedly. Conversations appear at exactly the right time. Ideas begin forming with unusual clarity. And sometimes people who once ignored you begin noticing you differently. Not because you changed outwardly, but because the signal you carry has shifted. And this signal, the one moving quietly through your thoughts, your breath, and your spine right now, is only the beginning of what is about to unfold. Chosen one, by the time these words reach you, the shift has already begun moving through your life like a silent current beneath the surface of water. It may not look dramatic to the outside world yet. The people around you may still be moving through their routines, unaware that anything has changed. But you can feel it, not in a loud way, not in a chaotic way, but in the quiet center of your being. Because the end of a poverty season never begins with noise. It begins with recognition, and recognition has already awakened inside you. Think back to the years that felt heavy, the moments where resources were scarce, where doors seemed closed, where progress moved slower than you expected. The world calls those years hard times, but the chosen understand something different. Those years were a crucible, a sacred pressure chamber designed to shape the inner architecture of your spirit. Because abundance without preparation destroys most people, but preparation without abundance builds someone unstoppable. That is why your journey took the path it did. Your brain had to develop endurance. Your spine had to learn to carry weight. Your heart had to strengthen its rhythm under pressure. Even your breath had to learn patience in moments where panic could have easily taken over. The masses rarely realize this, but the body records every season of life. Your blood remembers struggle. Your nervous system remembers survival. Your breath remembers restraint. But now something extraordinary is beginning to happen. The body is learning a new memory: expansion. This is why recently you may have noticed subtle changes inside yourself. Your mind feels clearer in certain moments. Your posture feels stronger without effort. Even your intuition seems sharper, as if your awareness is widening. These are not random feelings. These are the biological signs of a season turning. The scriptures hinted at this transformation long ago, though very few people understood the depth of the message. In Psalm 23:5, it says, "You prepare a table before me in the presence of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my cup overflows." Most people interpret this as poetic comfort, but the deeper meaning is far more powerful. The table represents provision prepared in advance. The anointing represents alignment of the mind. And the overflowing cup represents abundance that cannot be contained by the old identity. You see, the chosen are rarely given abundance immediately. First, their internal vessel must expand. Their mind must learn discipline. Their heart must learn steadiness. Their spirit must learn gratitude, even when nothing is visible yet. And once that vessel is ready, the season changes quietly. I want you to understand something important now, because this knowledge is rarely spoken openly. The world believes wealth is attracted by effort alone, but those who have studied the deeper patterns know something else. Wealth is drawn toward stability of frequency. When your thoughts, breath, and emotional state become coherent, the opportunities that once seemed distant begin moving toward you naturally. That is why you must protect the state you are entering now. Your nervous system has learned resilience. Your mind has learned patience. Your perception has learned to notice what others overlook. These are the foundations of a new season. But there is one final sacred practice that those who walked this path before you always performed when the poverty season closed. It is simple, yet powerful. Tonight, before you sleep, sit quietly in a place where you will not be disturbed. Keep your spine straight and your shoulders relaxed. Close your eyes and place both hands gently over your lower ribs, where your breath expands. Then breathe slowly. Inhale through your nose for 5 seconds. Hold the breath for 2 seconds. Exhale slowly through your mouth for 5 seconds. With every inhale, imagine light entering your body from above, moving through your brain and down your spine like a stream of quiet electricity. With every exhale, imagine the last fragments of your old season dissolving, the fears, the limitations, the identity of struggle. As you breathe, say these words quietly within your mind. My old season is complete. My spirit is steady. My path is open. Repeat this 9 times, because 9 symbolizes completion before renewal. 9 months before birth, 9 cycles before transformation, 9 breaths before the next chapter begins. And as you finish the final breath, sit in silence for a moment. Feel the calm inside your chest. Feel the steadiness of your heartbeat. Feel the quiet strength moving through your spine. Because this is the state that attracts the next chapter of your life. And understand this clearly, chosen one. Not everyone will understand the change that is unfolding around you. Some people will still see you through the lens of your past. Some will still believe you belong to the season you are leaving behind, but they are observing an old version of you. You are stepping into something different now. The scripture in Deuteronomy 18:18 says, "Remember the Lord your God, for it is He who gives you the power to produce wealth." Notice the wording carefully. It does not say wealth is simply given. It says the power to produce it is given. That power lives in your mind, in your discipline, in your awareness, in the stability of your breath and the clarity of your thoughts. And the truth is, that power has been quietly forming inside you for a long time, long before you heard this message. long before you realized the season was ending. Which means the closing of your poverty season is not a sudden miracle. It is the natural result of a transformation that has already taken place inside you. So move forward calmly, observe the signs, protect your clarity, and remember something that very few people will ever understand. The chosen are never poor forever. They are simply trained longer than the rest before their season changes.